Okay, we're going to continue on the Thanksgiving quiz, dealing with the holiday of Thanksgiving, its roots, its true roots, and how it should be practiced today in many ways, of that remembrance of it, and the influence that it has on our current nation, how it was founded. So what is the Mayflower Compact? That's what we're going to talk about today. Yeah, on November the 11th in 1620, Governor William Bradford and the leaders on the Mayflower signed the Mayflower Compact before setting foot on land. They wanted to acknowledge God's sovereignty in their lives and their need to obey Him. The Mayflower Compact was America's first great constitutional document and is often called the American Covenant. Now, what is the significance of the Mayflower Compact? After suffering years of persecution in England and spending difficult years of exile in the Netherlands, the Pilgrims wanted to establish their colony on biblical principles they suffered for in Europe. Before they set foot on land, that's important to know, before they set foot on land, they drew up this covenant with God. It wasn't just a document, but it was a covenant. They feared launching their colony until there was a recognition of God's sovereignty and their collective need to obey Him. Now, that's important to understand, is that they knew that this whole voyage was ordained by God. They knew that He had a calling on their lives to fulfill in this new world, in this new land, being able to advance the Christian faith and being able to worship God freely. Now, what does the Mayflower Compact say? Now, a lot of this is, well, it is in the old English ways of speaking, so bear with me. In the name of God, amen. We whose names are underwritten, the loyal subjects of our dread sovereign Lord, King James, by the grace of God, of Great Britain, France, and Ireland King, defender of the faith, etc., having undertaken for the glory of God and advancement of the Christian faith and honor of our King and country, a voyage to plant the first colony in the northern parts of Virginia, do by these present solemnly and mutually in the presence of God and one another covenant and combine ourselves together into a civil body politic for better ordering and preservation and furtherance of the ends foresaid, and by virtue hereof to enact, constitute, and frame such just and equal laws, ordinances, acts, constitutions, and offices from time to time, as shall be thought most met and convenient for the general good of the colony, unto which we promise all due submission and obedience. That's what we need today, huh? Commitment, submission, and obedience to the things that are of God and the commitment we have with Him. And it goes on and says, in witness whereof we have hereunder subscribed our names at Cape Cod the 11th of November in the year of the reign of our sovereign Lord, King James of England, France, and Ireland. Well, it's a mouthful, isn't it? Look at their heart. Look at their purpose. They knew that they were called, that this was an ordained voyage to advance the Christian faith in what was known as the New World. And they were committed to that. And we need to understand that's how our nation was founded. We have to understand that these principles that they established actually became, from that Mayflower Compact, actually became a foundation for our U.S. Constitution. So, as always, continue to stay with us on this Thanksgiving quiz, but be blessed and keep your eyes on Jesus.